Welcome back to the second video of section 7.3. If you read example 5, we have a certain airline that carries 200 passengers and has a door height of 72 inches. Let's assume for a certain population of men, their mean height is 69 inches with a standard deviation of 2.8 inches. What doorway height would allow 95% of men to enter the aircraft without bending? One way is we could use our inverse norm with our percentage, our mean, and our standard deviation. With this, we'd get about 73.61. So we would need a doorway height to be about 73.61 inches in order to allow 95% of the men to enter the aircraft without bending. Take a look at example B. Assume that half of the 200 passengers are men. What mean doorway height satisfies the condition that there is a 95% probability that this height is greater than the mean height of 100 men? Now, in this case, we're talking about mean. So we will almost have the same keystrokes as above, but our standard deviation will be divided by the sample size. By the square root of our sample size. And when we do this, we'll get about 69.49. And once again, please keep in mind, for those of us learning to use our calculator, you may have to enter an extra set of parentheses around our standard deviation. And letter C asks us, for the engineers designing this aircraft, which result is more relevant, the one in part A and the one in part B? And the answer would be part A. And why? When designing the doorway heights, we need to incorporate as much variability as possible in order to accommodate as many passengers as possible. And the results in part A do just that. Take a moment and pause the video to read example 6, and go ahead and attempt these following problems. In words, our random variable x represents the length of maternity stay in a U.S. hospital in days. Now, what does our average represent? And in this case, it's the average length of a maternity stay in a U.S. hospital in days. Moving on, we can use our notation. This is normal with a mean of 2.4 and a standard deviation. Letter D asks us, is it likely that an individual stayed more than 3 days in the hospital? Why or why not? So, to figure out what the exact probability would be, we'd use our normal CDF again with our lower bound and a very large number. With the mean and the standard deviation. And the reason we use 0.9 as our standard deviation is because we're just talking about an individual here. And when we go ahead and solve that, so a little bit more than a 25% chance. So yes, that is likely. there's approximately a 25% chance a single maternity stay is more than 3 days. In letter E, we're asked, is it likely that the average stay for the 80 women was more than 3 days? Why or why not? Once again, we'll use our normal CDF, but were you able to figure out what would be different here? And hopefully you got it, but we would have to use our central limit theorem and adjust our standard deviation here. And we would get a number so small, it would be very close to 0. So is it likely? No. It's almost impossible since the probability is just about 0. Hopefully you found that helpful. That's the end of the second video in section 7.3.